Breaking Barcelona news. Welcome back, Culers. Today we bring you a massive Barcelona update packed with huge injury boosts, transfer battles, rising academy stars, and tactical decisions ahead of this weekend's crucial clash against Real Betis. First, the big one, Frenkie de Jong is back. After missing the Atletico match due to fever, the Dutch maestro has fully recovered and is now training at Ciutat Esportiva. With Dani Olmo injured, Fermin Lopez doubtful, and Gavi still out, de Jong's return is a huge boost for Hansi Flick's midfield options. But that's not all. Barcelona are officially in the transfer race for El Mala, the 19-year-old Bundesliga sensation who has caught the attention of Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Bayern and PSG. Barca see him as a future star who could even impact the decision on Marcus Rashford's future. Meanwhile, La Masia wonderkid Pedro Fernandez, DRO, is pushing for more minutes after impressing against Atletico Madrid. With injuries piling up, Flick could give the teenager a bigger role starting this week. And finally, Fermin Lopez will undergo key tests today to assess his availability ahead of the Real Betis match, just days before Barcelona's huge Champions League showdown with Eintracht Frankfurt. Stay tuned, we break everything down. Barcelona midfield superstar has recovered from illness ahead of Real Betis clash. Frenkie de Jong was a surprise absence from the squad list for FC Barcelona earlier this week when they took on Atletico Madrid at the Spotify Camp Nou. Having missed the Deportivo Alaves clash due to personal reasons, the Dutchman was tipped to start against Los Rojiblancos, but was left out of the squad as he was suffering from a fever. De Jong has recovered. Now, according to journalist Javi Miguel of AS, de Jong has recovered from his fever and is currently at Barcelona's Ciutat Esportiva training facilities. This is a positive development for the Blaugrana as they get set to take on Real Betis away from home on Saturday. Considering that Dani Olmo has been ruled out with injury and Fermin Lopez is also recovering from a blow, depth in the midfield department becomes critical for Barcelona, who are already without Gavi. De Jong's potential availability for the trip to Seville, therefore, comes as a timely boost as it provides manager Hansi Flick with added options. Should he be declared fit to play, the Netherlands international will very likely partner up with Pedri in the double pivot against Manuel Pellegrini's team on the weekend. Alternatively, Flick could consider the possibility of pushing Pedri into the attacking midfield role in Olmo and Fermin's absence, while pairing de Jong with Eric Garcia or Marc Casado in the deeper positions, although that seems quite unlikely. The likely route would be that Flick uses Rafinha as the number 10 against Real Betis, while using one of Ferran Torres or Marcus Rashford on the left flank. Irrespective of that, de Jong's recovery from the fever and presence at the training facilities today is a positive development for Barcelona, especially with the hugely important UCL clash against Eintracht Frankfurt coming up next week. Barcelona transfer news. Catalan giants pursuing teenage star in deal which would majorly impact Marcus Rashford. The 19-year-old netted 13 times in 34 appearances for Victoria Köln during the 2024-25 campaign before returning to Köln, and he has been in impressive form for his Bundesliga club in 2025-26, netting 5 goals and registering 3 assists in 12 matches in the top flight of German football. El Mala's future is attracting huge attention right now. Several top clubs, including Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea, are all monitoring the 19-year-old, who Köln reportedly value at around 40 million euros. But the latest reports from Spain say Barcelona have officially entered the race. The Catalan giants see El Mala as a major long-term target for 2026 and believe he has the potential to become the ideal successor to Rafinha on the left wing. For now, Barca plan to keep watching his progress throughout the season before deciding whether to push for a deal in next summer's transfer window. However, they won't be alone. Manchester City, PSG and Bayern Munich are also tracking the youngster closely, meaning we could see a huge transfer battle for El Mala when the 2025-26 season ends. El Mala signed a contract extension with Köln in July, with his current deal due to run until June 2030, so it would not be a straightforward signing, especially with the size of the clubs in the race. The attacker has shown his versatility this season by operating in a number of different spots in the final third of the field, and he scored in Köln's 1-1 draw with Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga last time out. Will Barcelona sign Rashford on a permanent deal? Marcus Rashford has been in impressive form this season, scoring 6 times and registering 9 assists in 19 appearances for Barcelona, having joined the Catalan team on loan from Man United over the summer. Barcelona can sign the 28-year-old on a permanent basis for around 30 million euros, £26 million, but it is understood that deal is far from certain. The Catalan outfit are believed to be leaning towards bringing in a younger attacker during next summer's transfer window, with Rashford therefore potentially returning to Man United despite his strong form in 2025-26. Barcelona academy gem could get more minutes versus Real Betis amid key absences. After Dani Olmo's injury and the substitutions of Pedri and Rafinha due to fatigue, against Atletico Madrid, Barcelona manager Hansi Flick turned to Pedro Fernandez, Diarra, to help the team out in the closing stages of the game at the Spotify Camp Nou. It was the teenage wonderkid's fifth senior appearance of the season, and he played his part, getting involved in the build-up to Ferran Torres' goal in stoppage time by winning a duel against Conor Gallagher. More minutes for Diarra? Now, according to Mundo Deportivo, with Olmo ruled out for a month and Fermin Lopez also recovering from an injury, Flick could hand more minutes to Diarra in the coming games, starting with the trip to face Real Betis on Saturday. Against Atletico, Diarra came on at a moment of maximum tension and did not hesitate. Even though he is still a developing player, minutes at the top level are helping him mature. Despite being a standout talent, the coaching staffs he passed through at La Masia had to work on several aspects of his game. Diarra had to adapt to a different style upon joining the club, but had some wonderful coaches along the way to help him. Pol Planas in Cadet B and Juvenile B, and under Arnaud Blanco, now part of Flick's staff in Cadet A. With extra lessons to understand how to move, and where and when to appear, Diarra began to feel more involved. In a few months he went from an average of 30 involvements per match to more than double, around 70. His shooting from outside the box was also refined. And it was not long before he was being counted among the most exciting youth prospects coming through. Now fully integrated into the first-team dynamics, Diarra can see more minutes in the games to come under Flick. Barcelona midfielder to test himself in training today to decide on availability versus Real Betis. Right when he was hitting fine form, FC Barcelona lost Fermin Lopez to a muscle injury a little over a week ago. The 22-year-old La Masia midfielder was sidelined with a soleus muscle injury since the 3-0 defeat to Chelsea, leading to him missing the games against Deportivo Alaves and Atletico Madrid. Next week's UEFA Champions League clash against Eintracht Frankfurt has been set as a tentative date for the Spanish international's return. Fermin to be assessed before Real Betis clash. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Fermin will undergo a test today to determine whether he can return to action on Saturday when Barcelona take on Real Betis away from home. Indeed, the midfielder, who is expected to be available against Eintracht next Tuesday, will be assessed this morning at the Ciutat Esportiva to check how his injury is progressing and whether he is in a condition to return versus Betis as preparation for the European match. Fermin has been carrying the muscular discomfort in the soleus since the league match against Athletic Club. As a precaution, the coaching staff decided to give him a break to avoid bigger problems, and he missed Barcelona's last two league fixtures against Alaves and Atletico. Given that the Catalans have now lost Dani Olmo to an injury as well, Fermin's return and availability become very important for Hansi Flick and company ahead of a crucial run of fixtures. As such, the La Masia graduate will test himself in training today to determine whether he is ready to make a comeback against Real Betis later this week. And there you have it, Culers, a massive set of updates as Barcelona prepare for a crucial run of fixtures. Frenkie de Jong's recovery, Diarra's rise, Fermin's fitness test, and the transfer chase for El Mala could all shape the next phase of Barca's season. With Real Betis up next and a huge Champions League battle just around the corner, every decision Flick makes will be key in the title race. If you enjoyed this update, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Barcelona news, transfer stories, and tactical analysis. See you in the next one. Visca el Barça.